Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be doing a vlog about what my ponies eat and why. We're going to be showing you what feeds they have, what supplements they have and why they have it. They're on a couple different supplements each to keep their bodies as superb as possible. As you know, some of the ponies, well actually all of the ponies have really big plans for this year, so we're going to keep them as fit and in the best condition that we can as possible. Popcorn, Claudia and Rolo absolutely love their feed and they're very happy with what they're being fed at the moment. They're actually all being fed quite a bit because Claudia had a break over Christmas and now he's back into work. We're trying to make sure he's a bit plumper for this racing season because before he's actually quite a slim Shetland, so we're trying to put some weight on him, make him a bit chubbier, a bit cuter, how a typical kind of mountain Shetland looks like. But I'm not on my own today, guys. I've got Camilla from Premier Performance who's going to help me educate you on what I feed my ponies. So, do you want to come in, Camilla? Since we've been having the ponies on Premier Performance, we've been noticing that they're really muscling up and they're really enjoying their feeds because Popcorn is such a fussy eater. Yeah. Like, he'll have a full dinner in front of him in a bowl, and if he doesn't like one thing in it, he'll be like, not today. and we'll have to make him a completely brand new feed because he doesn't like that one supplement in it. So it's been a journey trying to find him the right supplement, but I'm so happy now that he's on the supplements he's on.
Fantastic. So with what we're feeding him, we've gone for a natural diet because that's important to be able to utilise something that they would find if they were living in the wild. Yeah. So we have a chaff. Yeah. Which we'll obviously go through later and show how much they're getting. We then decided that we needed something that was going to support them through all the amazing plans that you have this year. So we needed something that was going to be able to build up the muscle and the stamina and the recovery. Yeah. We also decided that we needed to feed something that was going to be able to keep them healthy from the inside out. What we use in the products is natural as well. So we're keeping everything natural. Yeah. And then we use a product that's able to enhance what's already in the body. So we're making the body more efficient. Yeah. So when you're working them hard, they would naturally become lethargic. Yeah. And they would reduce the amount that's already in the body. What we're doing is enhancing it and building it up. Yeah. But completely natural. Yes. Which is, of course, is the main thing that we need to ensure that they are getting that. Before
we spoke at London International Horse Show, Claudia actually wasn't on any supplements and he was kind of flat, and when I was riding him he was a bit ploddy and he had no spark about him. But now, since we've put him on the muscle supplement, he's gotten so much fitter. We took him for a gallop the other day and he was so excited, he was so happy, and before he would have been like chill, like, oh, just going on a hack, but now he's like, oh, we're going on a hack. Like, he's more aware of what he's doing and he's just gotten his spark back completely, and we didn't want to make him flatter by keeping on working him but not putting him on any supplements. So I'm super happy that now he's on a supplement, he's happy, he's got a spark when we're riding him, and he's just so much more joyful now.
That's amazing, and that's what it's all about. Yeah. So supporting him through that. So when you're increasing the work and you're putting more pressure on, you're getting more out of the body now. So he feels like he's got more stamina. Yes. His recovery rate is like far better. Yeah. Which is incredible. And that is what the product, the muscle strength, is all about. Yeah. So it's about supporting him through that. And of course, with all the amazing plans that you've got this year, that is the best way of doing it. But what it also will ensure that he doesn't lose anything. So it's got all the actual support in there. Yeah. So when he's sweating as well, he'll be able to build that back up that he's lost through the sweating, and it's just an all-round fantastic way of supporting him. Yeah. And knowing that you are doing it with a product that's not going to add the fizz to him, so he's not going to be crazy.
He's not going to be crazy.
We don't want that. And it's a product that is actually able to give him so many different aspects. Yeah. But you would also hopefully feel when you start doing and going back out again that he feels more supple and more willing. Because that's,
yeah, he's definitely built a lot more muscle as well now, because like when we took him on the hike, he was so excited to go for a gallop. He was like collected cantering, and for a couple strides actually, and before he would just like do a fast, quick like trot, but now he's like, okay, right, I'm just gonna flow. And that's what he does. Even in his trot, he flows more now, rather than just like,
Yeah, no, definitely, which is fantastic. And because of the different ingredients that we use, there is different support. So we have the proline, the valine, the orphanine, and all of that, which is all just technical names, like we're all amino acids, and they're all building blocks for a healthy, happy pony who's going to be able to give you so much back.
So here's our little feed setup. All the feeds are in here. And yeah, should we get started? So I know all of the ponies have 1 scoop of chaff each.
Perfect. So with the chaff, what we're doing is we are increasing the chewing.
Yes.
And when they chew, then that then creates saliva, and saliva neutralizes the gut.
Yeah.
So healthy gut makes for a happy horse.
It's also like a nice base feed because a lot of people use it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the chaff that we use has got no GMs in it. It's all natural feed.
So no genetically modified ingredients.
Yeah. So I'll just get a big scoop of this and then pour it into all of the ponies' feeds. So, and they all have exactly the same amount of chaff. And what is really funny, because Rolo and Popcorn's stable are right next to each other, what they'll do is they'll throw their buckets over to each other's stables.
Brilliant.
They're like, oh, you can get in trouble, thanks. Less clutter for my bedroom. So next up, Rolo and Cloudy have 1 scoop of linseed. So that's Cloudy. And then Rolo and Popcorn have 1 scoop. This is not actually a proper scoop, it's just an old cookie cutter. Right, Rolo. And then Pop-a-doodle. There we go. And then I'll pop this back in there. And then now to the exciting bit, the supplements. So should we start with the Gastro Premier?
So the Gastro Premier we decided to give to Popcorn. So we wanted to support him through the yard move.
Yeah.
And we wanted to ensure that he was going to be healthy from the inside out.
Yes, so not stressed or...
Yeah, absolutely. So we are always aware of the gut to brain link.
Yeah.
So if his gut is out of balance, which of course it can be out of balance through any like traveling, it could be out of balance because of the grass change, it could be out of balance because of maybe working hard. There's so many different things that can bring them out of balance. So we needed to ensure that he was very, very healthy.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided to put him on that. Do you remember when we talked about that at London International?
So it's 1 scoop of this in Popcorn's feed. I've got my jobbers absolutely covered in like horse powder feed. So it's just Popcorn that's on the Gastro Premier, and because he had ulcers in the past, we're just preventing them from coming back. So we'll put that on there. So next up, Rolo is on Butte Plus.
Brilliant. So we decided to put him on the Butte Plus because of any possible aches and pains through the amount of work that he's doing.
Yeah.
So what that will support is also the joints and the suppleness of the joints. So it's again an all-round supplement that will give him that ease in his work and help you through the amazing plans that you have for this year.
And then we've got the muscle strength.
Yeah. So the muscle strength they all have because of the opportunity to be able to support them in the best way.
Yeah.
We wanted to give them an all-round supplement that was going to be able to help them with the muscle, with the stamina, the recovery, and we wanted to ensure that we're repairing what's possibly going to be slightly compromised when you're doing like all the work that you're planning on doing this year as well. So it was giving the body something that was going to be able to build that from the inside out.
So all 3 of them have this.
Yeah.
And this is all of the supplements they have are all natural as well.
Absolutely. So we don't ever use anything that's not natural, because we don't believe that that's the way forward.
Yeah.
Because if a horse was to live in the wild, they wouldn't go and find something that's genetically modified. They wouldn't go and find something that isn't like, they wouldn't go and find crazy ingredients that just isn't there.
So when we first got Rolo, we put him on this supplement, and it actually made him really hyper and really fizzy. And when he was doing work, he was just like running in a trot, and he was being really, really hyper. But ever since we took him off that and put him on these, he's gotten so much calmer.
Fantastic, that's brilliant. And that's sometimes what you experience, because every horse is different and every pony is different. And sometimes some ingredients just doesn't agree with them, and can make them really fizzy, and the system is like almost like in a overdrive, and that is not nice to ride, and it's not nice for them either.
No, it's not.
We don't want that. So that's that. At least we know with what we're putting in their feeds, it's not anything that's going to fizz them up and make them feel uncomfortable or unhappy.
So I would normally use the hose, but we're outside today and there's no hose. We're at a different setup today. So I've got some water here that I've dropped quite a lot of now. And we're just going to dampen the feeds so they're not too dry.
So why would you dampen the feeds?
Just because it hydrates them a bit more if they don't drink that much during the day.
And it also makes it less dusty, and it's better for them in terms of kind of like chewing.
Yeah. It also reduces the risk of choke as well.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we don't actually have a mixing stick here. So they just use the ends of the feed cups. So I'm just gonna mix it with this. So my ponies actually have 2 feeds a day, one in the morning and one in the evening. So this is going to be their evening feed. And these buckets are from Red Gorilla. They're the mini sized ones because we've got all mini ponies. But so are these feed bins as well. They're very strong. There's going to be no rats getting in there. Yeah, I might need a bit more water. It's really important to mix your feeds, otherwise they could just eat around the supplements if they don't like it, and then they're not getting the nutrition that they need. So Popcorn was a bit fussy when we first put him on these supplements, like he is with any supplement that he's ever been on. But he's gotten used to them now, and this one has actually got papaya in it, and he absolutely loves it. Obviously our horses eat hay like most horses do, and when we bought Popcorn, we had a 5-stage vetting, and the vet said, oh, he's got a bit of a dust allergy, which means we can't put him on straw because that has dust in it, and we can't put him on really, really dusty bedding. And he also coughs a bit when the hay that he has is too dry. So that is why when we first bought him, we bought this hay gain. It's really, really good. It soaks the hay nicely. And there's no hay in there right now, but it's really, really good. It soaks the hay really well. I think this is ready to go in, or it's already gone in. Wait. Oh, it's already gone in. You can always smell it, and you can tell if you smell it. So this is our original hay gain. We've had this since we first bought Popcorn. So it's been with us quite a long time. It's about 1.5 years, pretty much 2 years, and it's still up and running. It's absolutely perfect. So this hay gain is only suitable for kind of one pony. So when we saw the benefits of having the hay gain and having a hay steamed, we got a bigger one. So there's actually, I think there's a hay net in this now. Yes, this has been steamed. It's all, if you look, it's like a nice golden brown texture, and it's not as crunchy. It's super, super nice. So the hay gain takes out all of the mold, all of the dust, and all of the bacteria out of your hay. I don't think I can say all of, but it's above 90%. It's absolutely amazing. And the thing I love most about this is when you take it out, it's not really heavy either. It's nice and light. as like if you have your hay soaked, you'll know the struggle of bringing it back when it's absolutely drenched in water. So it's so nice to be having nicely steamed, moist hay, but it's not gonna weigh about 10 tons. This has been our #1 lifesaver for popcorn's dust allergy. No supplements could do any better than this, honestly. It's such a good thing to have. And even if your pony isn't got a dust allergy, I'd recommend it still, because it can lead to like coughing. And when we didn't have Popcorn, when his hay wasn't steamed, he'd wake up in the morning, and then when they go to milk his stable out, there'd be like all mucus all around his like stable door, because he'd had his head over the stable at night, and he'd be like coughing and splurging up loads of like phlegmy mucus, which was not nice. And these hay gains have just stopped that. They've been absolutely incredible. So Popcorn's going to be on a hay gain forever, and we love it so much. We've got a bigger one, so now they can all have steamed hay. So Cloudy and Rolo also have steamed hay. So the ponies all have their hay steamed. They're very, very lucky ponies. And I feel like when they've got the proper nutrition and all of the stuff that they need, they go so much better. They move more like flexibly, they're better minded, they feel better, and they've just got that extra spark in them that you didn't know they had. It's so important to us that the ponies are in tip-top form and in tip-top condition for all of this year's exciting competitions. I hope you found today's vlog really interesting, guys, and maybe you've learned a thing or two. But thank you to everyone who's been watching today's vlog. A special thank you to Premier Performance for coming down and helping us with our feeds. And I will see you all in the next vlog. Bye!